Welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We sell all the coolest Japanese collectibles and figurines straight out of Japan, and you can find out more details about us in the description of this video, including our Facebook page and our online store. So just on that note, I wanted to start off with a bit of a shameless plug and say that our website is up and running, figuringoutjapan.com. This is the homepage. We are still, at this stage anyway, selling on our traditional store or other platforms such as eBay, but the prices on our store are cheaper. So that is obviously a good thing for you guys. The way to navigate around the page is this. So this will be the home page. So you can click on, so most of you will be interested in figures, so you click on figures, and then by default it will come up as pre-orders, and it'll have all the figures that we have available for pre-order. And then what you can do is, like, let's say you want to know what One Piece Stampede figures are coming out, then you can click on that and it will have the figures for One Piece Stampede. The other way is you can just hover above the top menus and just click directly on the one that that you want. So that is the best way to go about that. The other thing is, as you guys would know, there haven't been that many updates on the channel, and that is because we have been doing a lot more updates on social media, so on Instagram and Facebook. So if you guys do want to see and keep up to date with things, definitely recommend you check that out. And again, you can see that on the in the description of this video. So in this video, what I'm going to do is cover some of the figures that are coming out in October 2019 by Banpresto, or Bandai Spirits as they're calling themselves these days. This is not a complete list, of course, as always, but yeah, let's just go through it. So the first, I'm going to cover the My Hero Academia figures. So this is obviously Aizawa Sensei. This is the first Aizawa Sensei figure we've had released from Banpresto. It's a pretty good looking figure. I think it's from the Age of Heroes line. Yeah, a lot of My Hero Academia figures coming out these days, which is great, because I did say quite a few years ago that I thought that My Hero Academia was going to be the next big thing in the anime industry, and it's nice to see that come to fruition. So I'm interested, actually, what other series are My Hero Academia fans into? Like, were you a fan of, you know, Dragon Ball or One Piece and then got into My Hero Academia, or was this kind of the first series that you got in, or was there another series that got you into anime? Would love to know. Leave a comment. So yeah, this figure is coming out. As I said, all of these are coming out in October. So first figure of Aizawa Sensei. This is also the first figure being released of Darby. Now this is actually part of the BWFC line, which is the Banpresto World Figure Coliseum. It used to be called S Cultures, but as of 2018 they call it the BWFC line. And this is a really big deal, actually, that Banpresto are making My Hero Academia figures for the BWFC line, because it is the line that they put the most amount of effort in their marketing and sales and all that kind of thing. So, and they're just the whole thing about them is they are more detailed, higher quality figures, and the other big difference is people can actually vote for which figure they think is the best. So there are actually seven figures coming out in this line. So these two are coming out in October. These two are coming out in November, and then I'm not sure after that. I guess two of them are coming out in December and the last one in January, maybe. But yeah, for these four characters, this is the first figure that Banpresto is releasing of them. So yeah, pretty cool, and they all look great. So the other one coming out, as I said just before, is Deku, which actually won the voting for the best figure. It's a pretty badass figure, look at that. So they are the three figures for My Hero Academia coming out in 2019, October 2019. Let's have a look now at Dragon Ball. So I'll whiz through these. So actually, as of the time of this video, these figures are already out. So a new Ichiban Kuji series has been released, and this is the Super Decisive Battle Ichiban Kujis. There are 9 figures coming out, or that have come out for this. So the A prize is the, I don't even know the proper name. I'm not sure. Someone can help me out with this green hair Broly, like Super Saiyan Broly. I'm not sure. I forget the name now. But this is obviously from the new movie. Well, when I say new, I mean the 2018 movie Broly. So that's the A prize. The B prize, Super Saiyan God Gogeta. The C prize is Super Saiyan God Goku. The D prize is Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Now, if you are interested in these 2 figures, I would actually recommend you buy this this figure, which is the Tag Fighters. This came out a couple of months ago. They are actually 2 separate figures, but you can, as you can see, display them on the same base. And I think not only does that make a great display, but actually buying these 2 figures are cheaper than buying even one of the Ichiban Kujis, because the Kujis are always really expensive because of the whole lottery thing. So that's just my advice. So the E prize is the Super Saiyan Broly. So this is actually from one of the older movies, like one of the original movies that came out in Japan in the 1990s. This is Super Saiyan Goku, also from one of those older movies. And then Super Saiyan Broly, again from one of the older movies. Super Saiyan Teen Gohan, which is nice because we haven't had many figures of Super Saiyan Teen Gohan in the past. And then the last one prize is Bardock, which is pretty badass because this is the scene where he's fighting when he fires the energy at Frieza. I'm pretty sure that definitely looks like that scene from the special Bardock, the father of Goku. So a very badass figure of Bardock. You could actually combine that as well with the Ichiban Kuji Frieza that came out in 2009, I think. Very rare and expensive figure now, but it's got Frieza in his little space pod. Actually, it's quite a large figure, so you could actually recreate that scene, which would be very cool. So moving on, this is the Legends collaboration figure. There have actually been some really good figures from this line. Last month we had the Super Saiyan Gogeta. So yeah, and there have been some other really, really good figures in this line. So this is Goku Black, and these are actually from I think it's from the cards from Dragon Ball Z Heroes. I think that's where these figures are being made. But very, very cool figures and have been very popular with collectors. They're a pretty good scale as well. So this is Super Saiyan Bardock. Now I think the line name for this is the Nadakaki Kakyu Senshi. So it's kind of like a one-off. I think this is kind of like a one-off figure. Now you may be wondering, when does Bardock go Super Saiyan? There was actually a 20-minute special released. I think it was fairly recently. Like it wasn't back in the original days. I think it came out around 2011. I could be wrong on that. And again, I'm not sure, but I think it was released alongside a video game release. I might put a link in the description and find that for you guys. But there is actually like a proper animated. As I said, it was only about 20 minutes. But yeah, you can see Bardock go Super Saiyan. And from memory, I have seen it. So basically, Bardock just lands on this planet and he befriends a local inhabitant, and then there's some problem and he gets angry and goes Super Saiyan, and that's pretty much the whole point of the little special thing. So yeah, but pretty badass looking figure of Bardock, Super Saiyan Bardock. I don't know. Had Banpresto released a Super Saiyan Bardock figure? I don't think they have actually. Now I think about it. So that's pretty cool. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This is from another exciting new line that Banpresto are releasing. It's called the Chosen Shiretsuden, and or Super Warrior Battle. And these are pretty nice scale, chunky figures. So the other figures we've had are Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Piccolo, Super Saiyan Gohan from the Cell Saga, and then last month we had Super Saiyan God Vegito and Super Saiyan God Gogeta. Man, that's quite a mouthful. So yeah, had some. Oh, and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Piccolo. Did I say that? I don't think I did. So some really good figures from this line. So this is what's coming out in October. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, very cool Kamehameha stance. Do I have another picture of that? No. And Super Saiyan Future well, actually, is this Future Gohan? Maybe not. Maybe this is from the Buu Saga. Yeah, I don't have a picture of the back of it, so I'm not sure if it has the logo. But anyway, Super Saiyan Teen Future Gohan, which is nice because don't have many figures of him. But yeah, really nice detailed figures there. So I think we have one more for Dragon Ball. So this is Super Saiyan God Gogeta. This is also from the Dokkan Battle collaboration figure. So yeah, nice rocky base with this one. Again, this comes from like a card, and yeah, very nice looking figure of Gogeta. Sorry, I don't have great pictures of that one, but yeah, we've been really spoiled with good Super Saiyan God Vegito figures in recent times. So moving on now to One Piece. So this actually has also been released as of the time of this video already. So this is the Nami Glitter and Glamour's Stampede. So as many of you will probably know, a new One Piece movie came out in August 2019 called One Piece Stampede. And this is the Glitter and Glamour's figure for that. There are two variations. The second variation, she has a blue overalls. Actually, I do have a picture of that. So A version, B version. The B version is slightly rarer. So yeah, nice cute figure of Nami. Had a lot of figurines released of the female characters in recent years, which is nice to see. So this is the first One Piece Grand Line Men figure release for the new arc Wano Kuni, which is like a Japanese theme arc. It's really cool, actually. I'm really enjoying this arc. Leave a comment if you've also been keeping up with the One Piece anime. And yeah, quite a few figures coming out in this line. We've got Kinemon, we've got Zoro, and yeah, Law, Trafalgar Law, quite a few others. But this is the first one that's coming out. So Luffy, you can see his top knot, samurai top knot and the sword, which is very cool. Like the stance there. So yeah, and this does go with the same scale as all the other Grand Line Men figures, which is very nice. Then we have, so this is Demon Slayer. So this character is Inosuke Hashibira, and man, the Demon Slayer figures coming out have been massively popular. Leave a comment if you are a fan of the Demon Slayer series. I have to admit, I haven't actually watched it. It has been on my to-watch list. But a lot of love for this series, both in Japan and overseas. And Banpresto started releasing figures for this line back in around August, I think. And the prices on the secondhand market for these things have just skyrocketed. I mean, they're probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 times more expensive what a usual Banpresto figure is. So if you are into Demon Slayer and you want to collect the figures, get in now, because even if it seems expensive, they will just keep going up in price, because there's such a limited, like if you want to figure this character, there's one figure and that's it basically. So so this comes out in, actually again, as of the time of this video, this has already been released. And the last one I'm going to show in this video is the Grandista, Shinobi Relations Grandista Sakura Haruno. And I'm really excited that Banpresto have decided to do this figure, because we already have Naruto and Sasuke from the Grandista line, And I'm surprised they actually did this because we haven't had any other female characters in the Grandista line. This is the first one they've done of a female character. And I thought maybe they were going to release Sakura as part of the Glitter and Glamours line, perhaps. But they actually went with the Grandista line, which in my opinion, the Grandista line are kind of, they're a bit sort of chunkier figures. And I think, Sakura isn't one of those like really, petite womanly characters. She's sort of a little bit of a tomboy, and so I think it does make sense in that way to have it as a Grandista figure rather than Glitter and Glamours, which, as I showed you before with the Nami, so Nami was part of the Glitter and Glamours line, they kind of focus a bit more on the whole feminine aspect, and they'll show like really petite things. Obviously they exaggerate, some of the female parts. So yeah, I don't think it would have made sense to do that with Sakura. So yeah, so that'll make a great set. And I know a lot of you guys out there as collectors have said to us, we've had a few people say, oh, when are they going to do a Sakura figure? So that's it. I don't want to make this video has already been very long, so well done if you've made it to the end. I know I've said this 10 times in this video, but these are all the figures coming out in October 2019. There are some other figures also coming out from Banpresto which I haven't covered in this video. There's a Godzilla figure coming out. There is a Sleeping Beauty Cuposket figure coming out. So if you're into Disney, very cute figure. We're also going to have Belle and Ariel release in coming months. What else? And of course there's a heap of other good figures that are being released, and Pokemon cards and all sorts of stuff coming out as pretty much every month. So yeah, as I said, definitely check out our store, figuringoutjapan.com. We also sell on other platforms. I will have the links in the description of this video, and by all means please follow us on Instagram and or Facebook to keep up to date when we will actually update you when the figure is actually released. So yeah, love to hear your thoughts on what figures you like or don't like. Which ones are you looking forward to? Which ones are you thinking of buying? Yeah, I don't know. A lot of good stuff comes. It's usually a very busy part of the year leading up to Christmas. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.